Hey everyone, this is Peter 24/7 from Project Ghost with another WarDragons diary. So, yesterday I talked about how busy we were. I was very tired. I actually haven't slept since I posted my last vlog. Certain teams have been keeping me awake nonstop in Atlas. I actually spent the last 18 hours online in-game defending our castles. We actually had a slow spell where they actually haven't hit us for 1 hour. Now I do ask any of those teams that are the primary ones hitting us that you please do not watch my vlog and decide that you want to come after us and go, crazy on us again. So all morning it has been quite busy with more than a few teams coming in, whether it be using passage or having teams expose us and then coming through those exposed castles to hit us. But it's been non-stop. We're running around like chickens with no heads. We're trying to make focus points. I am proud to say that we have not bubbled, regardless of the 8 million plus troops that were killed today. So a lot of these teams are coming in right now with lower volumes. If you look at if we look at our war zone, they're profusely poking us. Now, what I mean by profusely poking is they're coming in with, 2,000, 3,000 at a time. And what they're doing is they're slowly trying to bleed us down. Now, I have checked through all of our logs and all of our records, and we're actually not doing that bad. Yes, the kill ratio is still in their favor, and it is spread across, 20 teams, but we're actually not doing that bad. I'd like to thank the team, Project Ghost, any of you who are watching this, and anyone in our TA, CLO, Regulators, Blue Reapers, and Fixius. The support is really appreciated, and everyone in our alliance, thank you so much. This has been some tough times, to say the least, for us, and all of the support that we've gotten, whether it be resources to help us revive, gold, lumber to help build up our bases, emotional support when I feel like I'm about to cry in my vlogs, and then everyone reaches out and says keep it up. It's those little things that it means a lot. And not to mention all of the actual support. These are some really big teams and really tough teams that are coming at us. And the simple fact that regardless of the size of the teams hitting us, we're showing heart. And we did make the decision on Thursday, Friday, and even Saturday when we started that we lost the first wave of castles, and then we decided to walk away from the gateway castles and focus our efforts on the one. We decided we'd make our stand regardless of the size or the amount of teams that were hitting us. And I'm kind of happy we did. I think that this one castle that you can see on my screen right now might continue to be an issue for us moving forward, but for the time being it's poked, so we'll see how it goes, and we will work from there. Troop event ended earlier today. Our team placed first in the entire game, where we ended up getting 92 million points for the event, and I think second place was Dreadnought right behind us with 86 or 87 million, but that's a lot of points and a lot of troops to be revived or built. I know in my case it was straight builds all the way. There was never ever really anything to revive, but I'm here, I'm still standing. I've been going back to the castle non-stop, so we're actually doing quite well. So thank you all for your support. I was wondering today So as I've spent the last, 18 hours online and stuff, it's slowed down a bit now, so my comment will be a little less relevant. But I wanted to know if these guys actually sleep. We had this one player, no joke, he must have hit us at least 150 times since morning. And it was non-stop. This player, he would come in with, 2,000 troops, he would fly our base, and then he would come back and repeat process every couple minutes, non-stop all day, this particular player. And I'm surprised they have the energy to do that. I know it's a lot of fun when you're attacking and stuff, but it can get tiring at times for us. So I would like to thank you guys for kind of putting the brakes on it for the last 45 minutes, giving me time to make my vlog. I would like to say one thing for those of you who watched this far into my vlog. Over the next couple days, I want to make a parody. So I don't know, those of you, how many of you know Weird Al Yankovic, but I want to take a song, change the words, and tell my story of what's happened over the last 5 days in a song. Yes, I am going to sing for you. But I do need your help. I'm going to change the lyrics. I'm going to make the song. I'm going to sing it. But what do you think? What song should I use as a show? Give me your thoughts. Give me your opinions. Put it in the comments. Over the next 3-4 hours, what I'll do is I'll look through the names of the songs, and I will pick a song that I think can be the best manipulated into telling our story. I would love to hear what you all think, so definitely post that in the comments. One thing I would like to talk about today, I wanted to talk about it last week, but we got kind of busy because of a few teams. So what I did want to talk about today is how we set up our castles and the reasoning behind it. So we had a different strategy back before the Pocket Gems made the update for the threshold to hit guard. So it used to be the total amount of troops on all Primarchs across the castle. Your Primarch has to have more than that before they can hit the guard. Now with the update, it is that your Primarch has to have more troops than the 3 top Primarchs. So you take the top 3 Primarchs, you add the troops together, you have to have more troops than that. So how I've decided to set up the castle, I've been working on assignments with another one of our officers, but we have a couple people missing from this assignment, but you'll get the general idea of how this is set up. So we have a couple trappers on every single castle. Each trapper has 20,000 troops. Now, a lot of people might say, Peter, in the past, you've said don't load up your castles, don't put large troop volumes on your Primarchs or anything. Yes, I know I've said that in the past, but times have changed. So basically, in the past, if I had, 20 Primarchs on this castle with 6,000 troops on them, you need 120,000 troops to hit those guard. But now, if you have 6,000 troops across 20 Primarchs, you only need 18,000 troops to hit that guard, and it makes it very easy for your enemy to strategize and come in with a relatively low amount of troops to hit your guard. So the way that I've kind of sat down and thought about it, first of all, which Primarch has the best defense? For those of you who watch my tutorial, or those of you who know about it already, trappers have the highest defense points out of all the Primarchs. So they'll take the less troop damage if they are hit. So I put these at 20,000 troops on our castles. All of our castles have at least 2 or 3 of these trappers. The reason that the trappers are there are so that people coming in wanting to hit our guard need to put a large amount of troops on their Primarchs. Now, you come in with 50,000 troops on your Primarch, it's very easy. Yes, you get 1 hit on the guard, but it's very easy for you to get trapped and you to get waved. and you potentially lose more than you will kill. So we're encouraging people who want to abuse the PG's new update. We're encouraging them to come in more heavily loaded. This is one of the pros I think are coming out of this update. A lot of people think negatively of it. Yes, trust me, I've got my negative thoughts about it. You look over what's happened the last 4 days, and I'm not too happy with it either, but it's a reality. It's a change that happened. Crap happens. The best we can do is strategize to prevent, or strategize and adjust so that our teams are better prepared for the situation. So my thought process is, you hit a guard on a level 2 or level 3 castle, it's costing you 3,000 to 4,000 troops to kill 15,000 troops, depending on which Primarch you use. So if I'm forcing these players to come in with 50,000 troops to hit my guard, even if they get one hit in, they come in with 50,000, that's still 45,000 troops that's on that Primarch that we can trap, wave, and kill off. So yes, they kill 15,000 guard, but we kill 45,000 troops if we're active enough to be online, catch it, and attack accordingly. So it's kind of encouraging people to come in with larger numbers. So I have the trappers there. The whole reason that they are there is to cover the guard. They have to come in loaded if they want to hit our guard. Then I have a couple destroyers. Why put the destroyers on there? I put them there so people can counter snipe different types of Primarchs. So out of the 3 types of Primarch that we have on this castle, the destroyer has the largest attack, so they're best equipped to attack Primarchs that are coming onto the castle, whether it be another destroyer, whether it be a taunter that people bring in. Your destroyer can attack those Primarchs and chop them down. Attacking with the trapper, unless you're on a level 4, level 5 castle, boosting their attack, it's not recommendable. You can watch my tutorial about the Primarchs and which Primarchs you should or should not attack. I do have a playlist with tutorials, but destroyers will, once again, we're looking at conserving your troops. Attacking with a destroyer, attacking with a sieger, you yield the least loss for what you kill. Yes, it's less glory, but we're not necessarily looking at glory. You got 3 months to do that. If you're active enough, you will be fine. You want to make sure you're conserving your troops. That's the most important part. So we have the destroyers in. And then we have the taunters. So a lot of snipers come in. So snipers, what we mean by that is you come in with 2,000, with 3,000 troops. You hit once, you die as you kill, and then you resummon and come back. The taunters are there so that you can't have 5 or 6 people come in, wave one of your trappers that have the larger amount of troops, and clear you, and then respawn and come back. If they come back, if they come in with, let's say, 50 Primarchs, all with 2,000-3,000 troops, like they used to in the past, they would be able to pick their targets and wave down the entire list and clear all the Primarchs off your exposed castle, and then come back and hit the guard, or whatever the case may be. Different strategies. But in this case, if they came in with 5 Primarchs or 10 Primarchs, as long as those Primarchs have less than 6,000 troops, they have to hit the taunters, unless the taunters are trapped. So that's the function of the taunter. If your Primarch, when you're attacking, if you have less troops than the taunter that's on the castle, you're forced to hit that taunter. So they have 2 options. They come in with 6 destroyers, all with 3,000 troops. There's only 2 targets for them. That is the purpose of us only having minimal amount of taunters on this castle. Now, there are 6 Primarchs here. So hopefully the people that are there are active enough. As they get hit, they can come back. So we have snipers that are slowly draining us and slowly pushing us down. We want to make sure that we have people online and they're respawning as they go. So even if we're getting hit once every 5 minutes, we've got the rotating, and you've got better chances of 6 people logging in and respawning at different times than you do of having maybe just one person at the castle. So once again, the trappers are there to push the volumes up, so they can't just go straight for the guard. Destroyers are there for counter sniping as the players are online, and the taunters are there to prevent people from coming in and waving the Primarchs with larger volumes. Now, this being said, usually if you go to, let's say, attack a castle on a raid, or you want to go for a conquer, or you want to go help another team for defense, it's not always your trapper that goes. You know, it's your taunter and your destroyer, probably the two most applicable Primarchs. If you're doing a siege or a takeover on a level 4, level 5 castle, you see a lot of siegers, but everything else, you know, destroyer is probably the best because the siegers can get hit by trappers and stuff as well. You want to make sure that you're covered defensively because you're obviously going to get attacked as well. In this case, if we have a full-on raid and we pull the destroyers and taunters off of our castles because we got everybody online to go and do this raid, our castles are still covered. The guard are still protected. Yes, they're more vulnerable because taunters aren't there, but how likely is it that you get 50 people online? Chances are some of these castles are going to have different people on at different times. This is why when I did my assignments, I tried to mix and match. So you got different taunters. If you see here, we got 2 taunters. One is of European time zone, the other is on Pacific Standard Time. Sorry, I can't talk today. And I mixed and matched that way. So that way, you know, if we're doing a raid in a certain time in the US evening, I know that this one guy's still going to be there and our castles are still going to be covered. So I tried to mix and match that way. It's not perfect, but it does work. I'll show you one more castle. Let's go to our battle zone. So one more castle. We've set it up the same way. It's just the volumes are different. Since this is our primary battle zone, you can see that there are more Primarchs than the other castle. Same idea, you know, laced with 6,000 troops. On the taunters and the destroyers, there are no siegers. I hope there's no siegers on the castle. There's no siegers on the castle. And then there's trappers to prevent them from getting straight to the guard. Trapper volume is around 20,000. So they've got to come in with 8,000 troops if they want to hit our trappers. And most likely, since the defense is so high, they'll want to come in with siegers, which we can attack with our trappers as well, just because the defense is so low. So we're encouraging them to come in with larger amounts, and this makes counter sniping and defending our castles more profitable for us, because, you know, they're not coming in with 1,000 at a time, 2,000 at a time. They're encouraged to come in with more. They don't want to hit the taunters, they want to hit the trappers. So they're coming in with 8,000, 9,000 trying to hit us. We can enfeeble and hit back, or we can hit back and race them to try to finish, and it's still profitable for us. Yes, it does yield a larger possible troop loss, but nothing's perfect. So we've tried to adapt. This is a strategy I came up with, and that's all I've got to say about assignments right now. So it has been very quiet, surprisingly quiet. I hope watching this video, these teams don't decide to come and hit us, but I am going to post this. This is actually my second time recording it. I did it on my phone earlier, but then it bugged up again, and I had to redo the video. So once again, I want to make that parody, make that song, telling our story in a song. Post it in the comments, any song that you like or you think would be a good song to make a parody of. Let me know in the comments, and I'll pick from those songs and move from there. And also, if you have any questions or topics that you'd like me to cover in a future vlog, let me know and I'll be sure to bring it up. So thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit the like button, don't forget to hit subscribe, and I'll talk to you all later. Bye for now.